Good day, my name is Janssen and I'll be sharing on intercultural communication. The subject I'll be focusing on is cultural intelligence. What is cultural intelligence? Can we grow in cultural intelligence? Why is it so important in today's life? And some barriers in cultural intelligence. Cultural intelligence is the ability to effectively function in a variety of contexts, including organizational, national, ethnical, and generational. Success today depends on intercultural communication and intelligence, as we are so globalized, we travel a lot, a lot of people connect and interconnect with different cultures around the globe. Even today in schools, there are many different cultures in one classroom, so I see the importance of being able to effectively function in such an environment. There's within the many different cultures, everybody have their own habits and history, rules and guidelines. There's no set rules and guidelines which states that one culture is correct next to another one. Each one interprets life in their own way. So it's good to accept that culture differs. Cultural intelligence is made up of 4 capabilities. Each capability has a dimension of intelligence attached to it. So to look at the 4, the first one is your cultural intelligence drive, and then intelligence is motivation. It is your interest and confidence in functioning effectively in diverse cultural settings. A person needs to have a drive to challenge, otherwise it will not be successful. So it's basically the desire to be able to connect and go out and meet with different cultures and be successful in functioning in that area. The second one is knowledge, and the intelligence there is cognition. It is your knowledge about similarities and differences, being able to pick up the differences and similarities in culture. This does not mean that you have to know each culture in complete intense detail. There's too many, this will be impossible. Means just be able to pick up differences and to see the impact it has on yourself as well as on the other culture. The third one is strategy, and the intelligence there is metacognition. This is how you make sense of cultural diverse experiences. This is the ability to make a good judgment of your own thoughts and others. It's a good ability to plan effectively and well in light of differences. So if you're planning on meetings, to take in consideration that a different culture might meet on a different time level, or meet in a different method, to maybe do some research and effectively be able to plan according to a different culture. The fourth one is action, and the intelligence there is behavior. So it's the ability to adapt your behavior appropriately for different cultures. This does not mean that you avoid your own cultures or behaviors. It just means that you respond to various situations while remaining true to yourself. So, for instance, if you go to China, they eat in a different manner. They do not use knife and forks, so in order to adapt to their behaviors, you would also join them in eating with their tools, which are those sticks. So, looking at cultural intelligence, it can be learned. It's been shown that prior exposure to different cultures results into a higher intelligence. If we look at the United States, it's a country where a lot of students go to gain education. So different cultures in one setting of learning. So it's been proven as well that exposure to cultures prior promotes positive attitudes and reduces prejudice and leads to subsequent frequent contact. So the more you engage with different cultures, the less bias you have, and the more open you are to embrace new perspectives. Unfortunately, not many people on campus take the advantage of the benefit of being exposed to different cultures, and for many it automatically doesn't just happen where they interact with other students. So it is very important to create a supportive environment where students can feel supported, valued and respected. Staff are very important, as a lack of empathy can be very dangerous and students can develop low self-esteem. One reason for low cultural intelligence can be ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism is the belief that one's culture is superior to another. All humans fall into some level of ethnocentrism. Some with high levels of ethnocentrism have levels of suspicion, defensiveness and hostility, where people with lower ethnocentrism have more curiosity, interest and inspiration, which rewards them increased intercultural competence. Therefore, students and personnel must be made more aware of ethnocentrism. So effectively, to overcome biases and to increase intercultural intelligence, one must be made aware of ethnocentrism. A safe environment needs to be created, and awareness and training needs to be done on intercultural intelligence.